Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the resonating crystal. Now, I think everyone pretty much knows that the resonating crystal, if you have a hero in that crystal, they can actually go past their level cap for their ascension level. So it's really handy in getting those extra abilities on heroes that you do need to help you progress. And there's one specifically that I want to talk about, and if you remember my last video, I think I was down around that second or third banner in this campaign section. But what happened was, in that summon session, I actually missed. I couldn't find one of the summons that I got, but it was actually a Verdan. It allowed me to get my Pharrell to Legendary Plus. That meant I had 5 Legendary Plus units, and it allowed me to get my Resonating Crystal maxed out with Legendary Plus units and increase the level cap of all those heroes in the Resonating Crystal. Now, the massive thing about this for me was my Brutus. Now, this is the main unit that I can think of that this is handy for. At different stages, you might find different units good for this sort of thing. Like, you know, if you're just starting out and you finally get your first 5 Elite Plus units, you know, you might have another unit that you've only got at Elite who gets a good skill at that level. So for me, it was Brutus. Basically, once he got to this level, what was it, 141, he unlocked immune to damage for 7 seconds instead of 4 seconds, and that 3-second difference was actually huge for my team. So if we look at where I'm at, basically as soon as I did that, what actually happened was, this is another thing I want to talk about, is what I did was I actually reset my Savius and my Nomura and put them down to the same level. Like, I evened out my levels. I think I got everyone to, like, I think 151 it was, something like that. I found it didn't work as well because for me personally, my Savius has really good gear. So he has 2 pieces of mythic gear, which is the only mythic gear that I do have. So he really does carry my team in damage, and I found that putting him down a few levels actually hurt his damage, which was the main source of damage in the team. So what I've done is I've gone back and put him back up. I accidentally did Nomura too high, but I just left it there. I could have had the others up a few more. But the thing is, with the Brutus, especially with Brutus, because he's getting immune, he basically gets one-shot by everything. So his level doesn't really matter. All I wanted was that skill. So once I got that skill, you know, levels, like, he's still squishy and doesn't do great damage at only Elite. I mean, that's only 1 copy of Brutus. Obviously, I'd love to get more of him. But he's still really squishy. The big thing is that 7 seconds of immune to damage. It really allows my Savius to go in and destroy enemy teams. Now, the campaign, I've hit a little roadblock here. We'll just go into it and show you what I've been experimenting with. I think this is what I was having the best success with so far. But we're just not quite there yet. You can see my Brutus being immune just for that extra few seconds can really help him out. And then we just start wiping with the other characters. But that 7 seconds is what I was really looking at for the Brutus. Like I said, I am stuck now, so bit more progression, bit more saving up, and we will get there. What I did do was I didn't go into King's Tower after I got that upgrade, and I haven't even looked at this since the update, so I do actually like the look of this. But I wanted to just sort of, this is where I was stuck at in the King's Tower, and then just with those few upgrades, I wanted to see if we can actually get any better progression. So basically what I'm looking at is, now the Brutus, he still hasn't got put below that damage rank. He's now healing himself up. So if he does get put down, like, he's just going to resist for so long. And that's the great thing about it. So we'll go through a couple more levels and see what we can actually, where we can actually get to with this. And as you can see, my team is pretty basic. I've just, like, Savius eventually will drop off. But for now, he is just an amazing damage dealer. Like, he is at his peak of effectiveness, being at level 160. Not everyone else is up there. So for my stage of progression, he's, like, at his peak effectiveness, and he is an absolute beast at the moment. So I do actually really like this King's Tower layout. It's actually really nice. But there you go. We'll see. They can't even get my Brutus down now. He's just an absolute beast. normally, like we'll get to the stages soon where Brutus gets put down into his shield basically instantly, and then he's just got to punch through it. But for now, he's actually doing pretty decent. So those extra stats do help. And that's the other thing. You do get a big stat boost when you get past those like extra sort of evolution stages where you get, you know, the levels where you get extra abilities and stuff. That is, ooh, wait, hold up. The $49 pack. That's actually tempting. Yeah, we might buy that off camera. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Those packs are so tempting. But we've got this. Let's pop this. Oh, the new character. Nice. That's not too bad. He actually looks decent. I do like the way, I like his design. That's something to play with. Obviously, we need dupes before we can actually use him. But hey, we'll play around with it. But yeah, let's just jump back into the King's Tower. Let's see if we can go. We'll go 1 or 2 more stages. I don't want to get too far into it. I just want to see Brutus get just pummeled, and then there you go. Now he's immune. That's normally what happened in the campaign mode. But as you can see, it gives him a savviest time to actually destroy the enemy team before the Brutus does go down. He can heal up a bit and all that. And so because of this idea of getting, you know, 5 heroes to that next ascension level, I just wanted to talk about what I did and like why I think it's pretty much worth it. So what I was actually doing was, I've bought myself, I have not pulled a Chimera throughout my whole gameplay, but if I can find her, I actually did. I don't know. I'm telling you, there's a Chimera in there somewhere. I actually bought one from the shop if I can find her. And I can't. Wait, let's go to this. This will make it easier. There you go. I bought a Chimera from the shop, and I'm working on my second one. I think I'm almost there. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to save my fodder to eventually get a Chimera to Legendary Plus. But I figured that was going to be a long way down the road. And even though I wasn't going to use Pharrell yet, Pharrell is a great unit, but I sort of need that the more Graveborns in my team to make it really work. So until I got there, I wasn't really going to use him too much. So Pharrell's just going to sit there as my dummy unit. And that's what I wanted to get across. And the other one is Sylvina. Now, I do use Sylvina against the Guild Hunt. But besides that, I don't really use her. But just having those guys there means that all these other heroes, like my Tassie and my Leica, they can still be effective in all forms of content, even though they're only at Legendary, and normally their level cap would be 140. So they all get that extra skill, and everything just gets that little bit better. So this one, it gives my Leica a bit of a heal. That's the extra ability she gets. Tassie, if we look at her, cooldown time is reduced when each time she's struck, so she can use this this teleport really often now. Like, it's just like it gives you that extra advantage to your whole team that is really nice. Another thing I did manage to do actually was get Athalia to Legendary, which I was pretty happy about. She works really well. I'd use her mainly in the Guild Hunt as well, the first Guild Hunt, because you know you get good damage out of her. So who is it? Riz. I get good effectiveness out of her against Riz. But besides that, yeah, basically that's what I wanted to get across is mainly if you can ascend like a 5th unit to that next level, it might be worth it instead of holding out for a unit that you really want to build. Like me with the Chimera, wasn't really worth holding out to build the Chimera because you know I'm probably 2 months away from getting her there unless I get lucky and summon some. However, by just doing the Pharrell, it just gives me that extra level cap increase to, I think it's 180, I think, for all my heroes. And that just allows me to keep progressing. And now as I go, like I said, I've got that Savius at max. So now I just slowly increase these guys' levels evenly one at a time. Now my level cap's 148 and I'm right to go with that. So it is really effective. And like I said, Brutus is the main one at this Legendary Plus level 141. Getting that effect, it's like, it just makes his, like basically his Ascension level not matter because he can be as squishy as he likes. As long as you can get enough damage out in 7 seconds, you're pretty good. And like I said, I have hit that wall again up here. Let's see if we can do it now that we've got an extra level into some of our heroes. But Obviously, he's not going to do the damage. He's not going to survive for as long. But if you can avoid... There we go. He avoided that shield for a little bit longer. He's only popped it now. So he might be able to do something here. Oh, Tassie died. If Tassie didn't die there, I feel like we could have been in a fairly decent spot. But we might be screwed now because we do rely heavily on that CC. Because Brutus is going to go down here. If we can get through that shield of Brutus before he kills everyone... Can we get the Brutus? Brutus, die? Yes. No, Verdan's going to turn into bats. Oh, this could be bad. Get the heal. Get the heal. Use it again. Use it again. There you go. That one extra level, and we got it. Just having that Brutus survive for a little bit longer allowed us to get through that stage. So now we are... What is this? Stop throwing awesome packs at me. Oh, is that the same pack from before? That's a different pack. Man, these games are so baity with the cash. But yeah, there you go. That's where we're at. Sorry that dragged on a little bit longer than I thought it would. But hey, we got into the next chapter. Let's have a look at the next chapter, see what it looks like. The old mine. And I know I'm probably behind a lot of you guys, but hey, we got through another chapter just from that resonating crystal. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.